Hello everybody and welcome back to My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so yeah, we are just on our way back to our shop this morning. It's still quite early, it's like 7 a.m. And we went over to pick up the engine for our Lad Sedan, all the way from Spartan shop, back at the junkyard. And I also went to fetch the interior for the car this morning, so that is also on the back of our El Camino over here. So yeah, but we do have a little bit of other work to do today, because we've got a customer who contacted me yesterday and he came to drop off his Ford F-Series F100. So we need to do a diesel conversion for him on his pickup truck. So hopefully that is going to go well and we'll be able to finish it up today. There's also a little bit of other things we need to do to the truck, but yeah, nothing too hectic. Alright, and here we are. We're just going to pull in here. And I think, yeah, we could probably park outside for now. I'll get all the stuff in the back of the truck offloaded a little bit later on. So I don't think we're going to get to any of this today. So yeah, there's our brand new rebuilt engine, all the way from Spartan. And then, yeah, I've got pretty much the interior bits we need. Also ordered a new dashboard for it, so that is also going to go in the car. So this is the correct dashboard for the car. So yes, we are going to pretty much just leave this stuff in the back of the truck for now. Because yeah, we've got a little bit of other work. So yeah, let me just maybe carry this thing in now. Just set that down over there. Yeah, we'll just put some of it over here for now. There we go. Alright, let's get our shop open and start working. So yes, this is the machine that we are going to be working on today. So the guy did send over a transmission, this fully built 4-liter diesel engine, as well as a new exhaust, and there's some other bits and pieces here as well in the back. I think it's, yeah, these are the taillights and blinkers, so he also wanted me to add those to the truck. So yeah, first things first, we're going to have to try and get this thing preferably, yeah, on the lift, preferably. So yeah, I did go ahead and cut more parts of the donor car for our Lad Sedan, so we can pretty much yeah, get that car out of the shop very soon. But I just want to finalize the suspension work on this. So on another note, you will see that our Mercedes is not here. That is because it's been sent to Uncle Richard's shop for the rust removal. So that is something that they are going to sort out for us. I also did go ahead and order the rear glass for this. That we needed in this door, so that has been sorted out. So yeah, we are slowly but surely making progress on this little car. So yeah, I just think I'm gonna have to push it outside, so let me just get this sorted out quickly. Alright, that should do. It's a bit better out of the way over here, so it gives us a little bit of room to work on the F100. So I think first things first, I'm going to take the parts out of the back of the truck over here and just set it down. So there's the exhaust system. Yeah, let's just put it on the engine stand for now. Let me just get that bolted down so it doesn't go anywhere. So the guy also said that the engine we take out of the truck, we can keep it. So that might be an engine we're going to have for a future project, or maybe even something that we can put into our El Camino if we get it sorted out, because I think we might have to go with a V8 at some point in the El Camino. So that might be a little bit better for us. So yeah, I don't know, maybe give me some ideas, drop some comments down below. Do you guys think we should do a V8 swap into our El Camino again? Because that is definitely something we can do. Right, I think... Did he bring a starter motor, or is there a starter motor on here? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, and we've got our, yeah, taillights. Now these should actually just pop into place. Let me go ahead and do that while I'm at it. I think for the headlight, well, for the blinkers, we'll have to take the grill off, probably. So it shouldn't take too much to get these sorted out. So I'm just going to put them on the shelf over here for now. And then the stripping process will begin. So I think what I'm going to try and do is get the engine taken out first of the F100 over here. And hopefully, yeah, this will go smoothly. Right, let's get in here. We've got some bolts over there. Let's get our wires taken off. Let's come around the other side over here. There's a bolt. We've got one over here. On the alternator, we'll take the fuel line off. We are going to have to reuse this fuel line. Where did it go now? Alright, here we go. Right, so we are going to reuse this fuel line. So we'll just put it over there. Alright, let's see if we can get this engine out. There we go. Alright, there she is. We've got our V8 taken out with the exhaust system and everything still intact. So that is actually not too bad. So I think let me take these exhausts off. Just going to make it a little bit easier to manage everything. Alright. Okay, we'll just pop them down over there. Let's get this one. Okay. And then finally, let's just put this engine out of the way over there for now. Okay, so we are ready to pretty much drop our new diesel engine into this thing. I believe it should fit just like that. Not too bad. Yeah, it's really not such a huge mission to get these things sorted. I am gonna have to grab our jerry can and go get some diesel for this, because obviously we're gonna have to pour the gas tank out, the gas that's in there. I'm gonna have to put diesel into it, so that is something we're gonna also have to do. Let's get our fuel line sorted out. Over there we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, fuel line is installed. Actually, he's got a tow rope over there. I wonder if he had some issues with the vehicle. That's why it was getting towed with a tow strap. Anyway, first things first. I don't think we're going to actually need the lift, because this truck is actually pretty high. So, might actually just be able to get in under it with the jack over here. If our jack's going to even touch it. Yeah, that's not really necessary by the looks of it. So, I'm going to try and squeeze in under here. See if we can get a, gearbox removed without having the car on the lift. So, yeah, I think we might actually be able to reach here. So, just these two bolts over there. And then this can come out. Alright, so there we have it. Now we can just pretty much install the transmission over here, which shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go and check all the bolts from the top again. That's actually really nice working on a lifted vehicle like this. Okay, I think that's all of the bolts on this side. Let's see if there's any hiding down here. And then it's pretty much just our exhaust system. Yeah, all these bolts are tightened down, so that is perfect. Right, let's get all these wires tightened down. Can we get this one already? Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Let's get this one. Right, what else do we have? We've got the starter over there. Alright, that is perfect. So, pretty much the next step will be to remove the fuel tank. Alright, so we've got our gas tank out now. There is some gas in here, which I'm going to transfer into our gas tank for the Lad Sedan outside. So I think let's quickly go and get this installed into our car, and then we can get some gas into it. And that way, yeah, our car should be able to start up once we get our engine fitted. So just plain straightforward, there's just the one bolt holding the strap down, and then we'll just pop it out like that. So this is the old and crusty one. We'll also see if there's any fuel left in that. And just like that, we've got our new gas tank installed so long. Yeah, this seems to be empty. Alright, very well. So this can just go over here. Oh yeah, I did order a brand new headliner for the car as well. And there are the bits that we had. Some of them came out of the car. And I also ordered the mirror and the headlight and stuff like that we needed as well. But yes, we will get into that in a little bit. So first things first, let me take this gas can off over here. And let's go and see if we can get some of this fuel poured into our Lad Sedan outside. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Don't think we got any in the car there. Would have been a help if we had a funnel to do this with, but that's okay. We'll get our own gas for this then at some point. Right, let's take this over to the gas station. We're just going to take a walk over there. Alright, so we've got a full tank of diesel over here now. So yeah, I'm just going to carry this back to the shop, and then yeah, I'll bring you guys back up to speed once I'm done walking back there. Alright, so we've got our gas tank back in the truck. We just need to zip down these bolts again. Then I think everything should be good to go. Alright, great stuff. So now the only thing I need to do is pretty much top up the fluids, which will be the oil and the coolant. So not too sure if we lost that much coolant, but we'll make sure it's topped off. So I don't even know if these bottles are full, but we'll see if we'll get another one if we need some more. Alright, so we've got our coolant sorted out, and I just dropped the damn cap. Okay, there we go. Found it. Just put this somewhere we're gonna find it again. I think right over there should be fine. Alright, let's get some oil into this engine. I think 3 bottles should do it, but we'll just check it again after 2. This is a little bit tricky getting in here, especially with our e-breakdown. There we go, we've got it. Alright, there we go. Our oil is up on level and everything seems to be good. Coolant is topped off. We've got a full tank of diesel. So let's jump into this thing and see if it fires up. So there's no glow plug lights, obviously. So we'll just give it a moment to warm up. Alright, not too bad. We just need to be sure to install the muffler quickly. So let me grab that over here. I think this will probably go on the passenger side down here. Goes over there. Okay, perfect. Let's get that zipped down quickly. Did I lose a wrench now somewhere? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got 2 extra ones. Or the one is probably in the toolbox. No, it's not. I don't know where my other wrench went, but it should be around here somewhere. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this thing up and we're going to let it run for a bit. Just to see if the coolant doesn't overheat or anything. Alright, so we've got a diesel powered Ford F100. The fuel line is looking a little bit weird back there, but that's just the way it is routed. This thing is going to have quite some pep with this turbo in here as well. So the next thing I need to do quickly on this is pretty much mount it to blinkers. So for that we're going to have to take off this grill quickly. So I think we need our wrench for that as well on the F100, and then we need a screwdriver. And so we've got a bolt over there. Got one over there. Right, so here's our grill. And then we're going to need our screwdriver. So let's just flip this thing around. Let's work here in the sun for a bit. Okay, let me go get those blinkers. Alright, so these just pretty much get screwed into there and there, and the same on this side. And then that should pretty much work. I think I did already check the other bulbs in this, so those were working on the headlights. So you can just quickly have a look at that again as well. Alright, so let me just hop in here, also have a look at the temperature. Yeah, I think we are doing okay over here. Alright, that is working. Let's check our headlights as well. And the taillights. Oh, those are working. Alright, let me just check the other side. Blinker. I don't think the hazard lights works in this. I think that's probably something he's going to have to sort out. Headlights are working. Indicators are working. Is our back indicator working as well? Yes, it's working. And I think the reverse sides should also work. Not really a way for us to test that at the moment, but yeah, I think everything checks out. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of work to do on our little Lad Sedan still, so I think let me just do a quick cleanup around the shop, sort things out here. Alright, so yeah, I did clean up the shop a little bit, and I also got a phone call from Tom. So Tom, as you guys know, is the guy who owns the shop over there. So he asked me to just take a glance and see if everything's still alright at the shop, because he said he's out of town. So I think everything still looks fine. So he is currently busy with the NIF SUV that we had in our shop the previous episode. So I decided to send it over to Tom first so that he can sort the bodywork and rust out. And I think, yeah, everything looks okay there. So he did say he's got a notification on his phone that there was somebody or something tripping the alarm. But everything looks okay. So yeah, we are good to go back to our shop. So the owner of the F100 said he'll come and pick it up a little bit later on. So yeah, we've got a couple of other things we can continue work on at the shop over here. So the first thing I did was I pushed the little sedan back into the shop, and then yeah, I got my hands all filthy pushing this thing. So I decided to give it a little bit of a wash first, so before we start working on it. So yeah, that is pretty much what I'm going to do now. I just rinse it off a little bit. And yeah, I actually like the color that this guy is in. But yeah, I think we might have to go with a little bit of a different color on this. I'm not too sure. You guys are welcome to comment some colors down below in the comment section. Give me an idea of what color you think this car would look nice in. And we still have to cut this quarter panel off because it's very rusty, and there's also some damage on this part over here. So I don't want to get too much water in the car. But we also have to replace the center tunnel. I think that's what they call it. Because this one is a little bit bent. That's why we've got a gap there in the middle, as you can see. I'm not going to be too worried about the windscreen because that needs to be replaced. But yes, we will pretty much get this thing sorted out eventually. I do have the blinker for this side as well. I think it actually came off a different car that I had at some point. So that might actually be parts that was left over from the Sheriff. And I also got this headlight trim on this side. So that is also in the shop here somewhere. And then, yeah, pretty much the whole body of this car is pretty much straight. There's no dents or anything left, because I did go over it with a little bit of Bondo here and there. So, yeah, our bodywork is very minimal that we still need to do to this. There's a little bit of patches of rust here and there that I can get sorted out with my sandblaster. Because I did get some bags of sand for the sandblaster, and I did do some sandblasting to the roof, so I don't think we're going to have to replace the roof on this car. So that is one less thing to worry about, cutting and welding. But I think, yeah, at the end of the day, this is going to be a decent little car once we are done with it. And it can probably go to a new home very soon. So, yeah, definitely keep a lookout for this car on either auction or for sale coming up on the My Garage Discord, if you're going to be interested to buy this car. So yeah, that is looking much better already. Still have a little bit of yeah, bare metal over here where I sandblasted a bit, so there was a couple of rust spots over here and there. Alright, that is looking much better. It looks yeah, still very, you know, mixed up colors. Can probably sort out the rust on the doors as well. I'm just checking for dirt on the inside. We did miss a little bit here and there. Let's just grab that quickly again. Get that cleaned off. Okay, that is looking fine. Let's go around the other side over here. This door needs a little bit of rust treatment as well. Yeah, we've got some rust there on the rocker panel. But yeah, everything will be sorted out. Okay, let's see. We can continue by cutting that quarter panel off and also the center tunnel. That's what I need to replace today. And then, yeah, we'll see what else we're going to have time for in this episode. But I think that'll be, yeah, pretty much just a little bit of work we're going to do to this. Alrighty, let's start by cutting off the quarter panel. Over here, it shouldn't be too many pieces of welding. It's just the outer skin we are removing over here. And we also do have to cut off the rear wheel well on this side. I think there's probably a weld somewhere over there. We need to check on it quickly. Yeah, there it is. Over there. There we go. There's our rusty and very banged up quarter panel. As for the roof, well, not the roof, the hood that I just knocked over here. This is going to be, yeah, probably sandblasted and see if we can get that rust taken off of it. So yeah, that's maybe something we can also do. But I think let's get our quarter panel a little bit of a clean first, before we get this on the car. Yeah, we are definitely going to have all sorts of colors of green on this car at the end of the day. Yeah, I think that is looking pretty sharp. So that is ready to go on the car. So we'll get our welding machine quickly. Under the table over there. Here we go. Alright, so this should still have some electrode on it. Okay, let's get this thing burned in. Alright, there's one more down over here. So that is sorted out. Alright, the next thing, I think, let me get my spring compressor, but I think I need to jack that wheel up so that it's not gonna be, you know, getting all weird on us when it gets the rear wheel well taken out. Yeah, that should hold it. Okay, so let's get our spring compressor and remove that rear spring quickly. Okay, there we go. And I think we might have to replace the... Yeah, we need to take the shock absorber out as well. So let me get a wrench. Oh yeah, by the way, I did find my other wrench. It was on the roof of the Lad Sedan outside when I was swapping the gas tanks out. So I did find it again. Okay, let's see if we can get our shock absorber over here. There we go. So that is sorted. And where did I leave the grinder now? Oh my goodness. Did I lose my tools now? That is not good. I think I left it in the car. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Never mind, I found it. Okay, so we need to cut this off. And I think there's a cut inside over there. One over here and one over there. We should be able to get this out. Okay, so luckily on our donor car we do have one of these that are much better condition than that one. So let's quickly see if we can get that cut out. Okay, there we go. Oh, we've got a good spring on here as well. Seems to be getting stuck on the car. No, that's fine. We'll just burn that in with the spring that we have on it. Still looks to be in good condition, strangely enough. Alright. So the next part I'm going to cut out is pretty much the tunnel in the center over here, which we should reach all the welding spots. Okay, let's just put that down over there for a second. Okay, let's get down in under here. Let's go around the other side quickly. Okay, over here. Alright, I think it's actually just this one over there. And is that gonna pop off? Let's just get that taken off. Or maybe I think I know what it is. It's our transmission. Could be that the transmission is keeping it in. Yes, there it is. Alright, so that is removed. Perfect. Great stuff. Alright, now let's see if we can get our replacement part put in the car. Alright, would you look at that? That is actually much better. We don't have a gap there anymore. So we should be able to weld this up without any problems. Alrighty, so that is pretty much most of the body panel sorted out on this car. I think the little bit of work that's still left to this is just pretty much spares we need to transfer from the donor car over to this one. And then a little bit of rust work, which we can probably carry on with. So let's just take our sandblaster over to this side, because I want to see if I can get this sorted out. Alright, so there's not a lot of rust on this door, luckily. So that should get that sorted out. And then we've got a tiny bit of rust over here on the quarter panel over there. Yeah, that seems to be sorted. I didn't check now. Is there any rust on this side? There's a little bit. So let's jump in here like this. There we go. That is sorted out. And I think our bag of sand is also empty. Alright, so we'll get more sandblasting sand if we need some. Alright, so yeah, I think that is going to be a wrap for this episode. We've got a little bit of work done on our own car as well. I didn't expect to continue work on this. So there's still a couple of things to do to this car. We've got to do the whole suspension, sorting out everything. We've got to put everything back together, get some parts we are still missing. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll make a list and see what parts we need to replace on this still. I think we do also still have a bunch of parts on our donor car we can probably transfer over. So yeah, I will definitely have a proper go through this thing and see what else there is that is salvageable. I think we've got a good drive shaft over here. We've got a good rear differential. Well, we've got a good differential. We've got a good lower arm over here. So we'll see. I even think we've got a good shock absorber on that side as well. And there might even be some suspension parts for the front we can salvage, like the front shocks over here. Those still seem to be in good condition. But yeah, that is going to be pretty much something for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like. And also I wanted to ask, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. But yeah, until the next time, cheerio.